In the annals of history, few events capture the imagination like the siege that lasted for 10 years, a relentless struggle where time itself became a weapon. This was not just a battle of swords and shields, but a test of patience, endurance, and human willpower. It began when a powerful empire set its sights on a fortified city that refused to surrender. The city, surrounded by towering walls and guarded by determined defenders, stood as a symbol of resistance. What was expected to be a swift victory turned into a decade-long nightmare. Year after year, the attackers launched assaults, built siege engines, and cut off supplies, hoping to starve the city into submission. But inside those walls, the defenders showed extraordinary courage. Food became scarce, hope grew thin, yet the spirit of survival burned brighter than ever. Families rationed their meals, soldiers fought with dwindling strength, and leaders inspired their people to hold on just one more day. Every sunrise brought a new challenge, and every sunset reminded them of their sacrifice. Meanwhile, outside the walls, the besieging army faced its own hardships. Harsh weather, disease, and dwindling morale began to take their toll. What started as a mission of conquest slowly turned into a test of persistence. Soldiers who once dreamed of glory now longed for home. Yet their commanders pushed them forward, unwilling to accept defeat after investing so much time and effort. The siege became a deadly stalemate, neither side willing to give up, both trapped in a cycle of suffering. As the years passed, something remarkable happened. The siege transformed from a battle into a legend. Stories of heroism emerged from both sides. A young soldier who defended the gates against impossible odds, a mother who kept her family alive against all expectations, a commander who refused to abandon his men despite overwhelming pressure. These stories spread far and wide, turning the siege into a symbol of determination and human spirit. But no siege can last forever. After 10 long years, the balance finally shifted. Whether through a clever strategy, a hidden betrayal, or sheer exhaustion, the defenses began to crumble. The city that had stood strong for a decade faced its final moments. As the gates were breached and the invaders poured in, the defenders fought with everything they had left. It was not just a fight for survival, it was a fight for honor. When the dust settled, the cost of the siege became painfully clear. Thousands of lives were lost, dreams were shattered, and both sides were left forever changed. The victors did not celebrate as they once imagined, they stood silently, realizing the heavy price of their victory. And the defeated, though broken, held on to one powerful truth: they had endured 10 years against impossible odds. This story is more than just history, it is a reminder of what humans are capable of when pushed to their limits. It teaches us that strength is not just about winning, but about enduring, about standing firm even when everything seems lost. Because sometimes, the greatest victories are not those written in triumph, but those forged in survival. And as we look back on the siege that lasted for 10 years, we don't just remember the battle, we remember the people. Their pain, their courage, their unbreakable spirit. In the end, it wasn't just a siege, it was a story of humanity itself.